Hello, I'm joined now by Marta Nogai of the great French utility Électricité de France, and she works in the ocean development branch of that organization. Tell me, what do you do? What is your work, Marta?
I manage a project in marine energies for the Research and Development Department at EDF.
How interested in marine energy is EDF?
Quite a lot, actually, because we seek to diversify the energetical mix that is actually right now mainly made out of nuclear, some hydropower, of course. And while seeking renewable energies, we are also looking at marine renewable energies, including tidal energy converters, wave energy converters, and also wind offshore.
France, with nuclear at least, was out front, and that became part of the French personality, if you will. Great cooking and nuclear power, if I'm not overstating that. Is there any special technology, with the way that France has always favored its own domestic technology? I think back to the Citroën cars, etc. Is there anything in wave power or in marine energy that is peculiarly French?
Well, I guess there are several, but several, let's say, companies that are technology developers, but you can count them, on one hand. Among them there's Sabella, Alstom, DCNS. Those are huge companies, but not yet that advanced or mature, so they're in progress of doing it. And EDF is not limited to those, although one of our privileged partners is DCNS, it's also Alstom, but we will be looking at, let's say, outsiders also, and companies coming from abroad. The best example of it is the current project that is being developed at Paimpol-Bréhat with Open Hydro, or the other one which is for wave energy converting at La Réunion with the Carnegie Wave Technology CETO. And
alternative energy is fairly recent to Électricité de France, isn't it? There hasn't been a long history of pursuing alternatives, has there?
Well, it depends on what you call alternatives, because if the definition would be to be low CO2 emissions, then nuclear power is obviously very low. I have actually numbers from 2011 or 2012 where annual, or not annual, but per megawatt hour CO2 emissions is lower than 100 grams, which is actually almost less than three times. No, how do you say it? It's 3 times less than the average, as stated by official sources. So if one looks at CO2 emissions, then nuclear power is quite good, also hydropower and so on. But then if you're looking at really renewable, let's say, modern technologies such as wind power, solar power, biomass, then I guess that we're following the maturity of each technology or each power generation system. So definitely wind technology is more mature than marine renewable energies. So we've got some of it. We are also investigating solar. And now I guess that we're trying to bring also upfront what we're doing in marine renewables.
Well, you've led the world in trains and nuclear power plants. I have great confidence in the French ability to produce a terribly interesting technology.
I hope so.
All the best.
Thank you.
Nice to talk to you, Marta. Thank you.
Thanks.